there's this scientific movement called Earth Math. I learned about it probably first from Bishop Johnson. But they have all this medical technological equipment to assess the energetic parts of the body. They call it bioenergetics. So your heart has an electromagnetic field. It can be measured. And your electromagnetic field can be strong and open, or it can be closed and it can be weak. Right now, Uncle Gary's electromagnetic field, his aura is weak. Okay, he's been getting weaker and sicker, and his aura is shriveling up, shriveling up. So what we need to do is get the electromagnetic field of his heart to expand, and we need to get the electromagnetic field of his heart to go back to normal. And then once the electromagnetic field of his heart gets regulated, then his body will begin to heal itself, okay, at a much higher degree. Now, the thing is, when two people are in close proximity, their electromagnetic fields mesh and interact. So what we want to do is use the power of your heart to heal the power of his heart so that his body can heal itself. And so the key to doing that is love and smiling. Okay. Now, normally you have to develop your image of love. That's something that you can think about and it makes you feel happy. It makes you feel loved. This allows you the power of controlling your emotional atmosphere towards love with thought. Because when you got the thing that you love and to think about makes you happy, and you think about it, you can force yourself to feel good and love in any situation. That you can stop your mind from thinking this way and start to think on your image of love. Well, we all love Uncle Gary, so we'll be able to just look at him and smile and feel good on the memories that we have or on him. And so while you're in the room with him, when you come to visit, and you're smiling and you're loving, you want to feel like your heart is sending out beams of golden loving energy to touch all four corners of the room, the ceiling and the floor. Imagine your heart is just expanding in all six directions, sending out this golden loving energy. Okay, and then the electromagnetic field of your heart influences your brain and the electromagnetic field of your brain. So you've experienced a person is looking at you, and then you look towards them because something in you feels it. The person looking at you can feel it. And then you look and you make eye contact, you know the person was looking at you because your eyes control and direct a certain type of energy. We call it chi. So when you fill up with love and you're feeling happy and you're thinking happy thoughts and you're feeling love, your eyes can direct and beam that loving energy out of you into somebody else. So what you want to do is while you're there, you want to focus on his brain. You want to imagine his brain turns into a smiley face. It's called the inner smile, where you imagine your own organ smiling at you. But in this case, you're going to be looking at him, but it's like you got x-ray vision and you're looking at his brain and you're imagining that his brain smiles while you're smiling. And what that's going to do is going to take the loving energy from you and it's going to focus it like a laser into his brain, and his brain is going to be influenced by the electromagnetic energy coming out of your heart, and love has the power to heal. So the loving beamed energy is going to cause his brain to go into a state that it won't be if this doesn't happen. And then in that heightened state, the brain will be able to heal itself. The blood clots will be able to dissolve. The bleeding will be able to heal from the power of love. Okay. Now, in addition to smiling to the brain in order to fix this brain problem, we also have the problem of his deterioration before the brain. thing was discovered. Now, the deterioration can be attributed to his battery of life getting low. We all have a battery, and we'll be alive until our battery runs low. As our battery runs low, we start getting sick. So we have to boost his battery. And the way you boost his battery is by focusing on his other brain. If you notice, the brain kind of looks like a small intestine. The small intestine kind of looks like a brain. So after you focus some loving energy on his brain, you want to then smile and focus on his small intestine. And imagine his small intestine right at his belly button gets a smiley face, and his small intestine smiling at you, you smiling at it, and it's almost like a game you want to play. Really, just you're supposed to do this with yourself, but for healing him, you're going to be interacting with his organs, okay, and his dantian. So that small intestine is where your battery of life is. So as you're smiling to his small intestine, you're recharging his battery, okay? As his battery recharges and recharges and recharges, his body is going to reverse the deterioration that was taking place because the battery was low. So as the battery begins to, as we begin to charge the battery by just being in his presence, smiling, and focusing our eyes on his stomach and imagining that his small intestine are smiling while we smile. And we sit there in this loving space, feeling good, feeling happy, beaming this loving energy in. That is every moment we do that is a moment his battery's in the charger. So when I come, this is going to be happening for hours and hours and hours every day. But in the meantime, when you get 20, 30 minutes, go there and for 20 and 30 minutes, charge him up. Okay. 20 and 30 minutes once a day um, can cause miracles. Okay. And so he won't be able to comprehend this perhaps and do it for himself. If it was one of you, I could just explain to you to smile to you or do it. He probably ain't gonna be able to understand all that. So we had to do it for him. Okay. I normally don't teach people how to heal other people. I teach people how to heal themselves. But in this case, we had to heal him because he might not have the capacity to understand the things he needs to do to heal his own body, especially the breathing part, which we'll talk about here soon, because we need to affect his breathing. But anyways, so this is what you want to do when you go in his presence. Make sure you spend time imagining his brain smiling and imagining his second brain, his small intestine smiling. That way, the loving energy coming from you can influence his electromagnetic field, start to give his brain the loving energy to heal, and then also start to recharge his battery so his body can heal itself. Okay. And then to boost his immune system right here where your um, collarbones connect. This is your thymus gland. Your thymus gland is where your killer T cells form. Your killer T cells are fighters in your immune system. But as you age, your thymus gland shrivels up and it stops working, and you stop having killer T cells, and then your immune system is gone, and then you get sick, and then you die. So we have to rejuvenate his thymus gland. So the way you do that is by lightly tapping with the open fist. If the fist is closed, it won't create the right vibration. It'd be too hard. Just with a loose, light fist, you want to gently tap, like or just patting, just touching and pat that thymus gland, because the vibration from your hand patting that thymus gland, you should do this for yourself every day. You should do a little tapping on your thymus gland so that your thymus gland won't shrivel up over time and cause your immune system to become compromised. So love on him, direct your love to his brain, direct your love to his second brain, tap on his thymus gland a little bit, and then do whatever else you need to do. But this is another layer. Okay. Now, while you're smiling at him and you're loving on him, and then he's drinking that healing water, and then there's some other things that we're gonna have to talk about. So I'm trying to just explain the things that you can do that'll make the difference. Okay. That'll be easy. Some things you have to study and train and practice for years. Other things you just gotta know what to do and then do it. So I'm gonna try to get y'all the regiment going so we can make this happen. We gotta do it as a team. Okay. We gotta do it as a team because I'm not even there. All right. Yet.